walked up and like was watching me, was with me. Turns out my parents always felt that too. They just didn't tell me, but they felt the exact same way. So that went on for a few weeks. And then the very first thing, I will never forget, the very first thing that happened, the room that I had moved into was huge, and it scared me at night. It was so dark. It was so big. I couldn't see. My bed was towards the front of the room, and there was a bunch of rooms still behind me. It's kind of like L-shaped like this, a wall. My bed was right along that wall, and then the rest of the room was behind me, where the closet was, dresser, all of that. So it scared me. It was expansive, and I was used to a very small space. At this point, I never really had cable. I didn't watch much TV, but I begged my parents, can I please have a TV in my room? And they were like super anti-TV in the room. But I was like, I just need the light, the sound, something to make me feel like I'm not alone in there, or, you know, whatever. My dad finds this old TV, and it's like tiny and whatever, but he's like, you can have this in your room. It had like 3 channels on it, and they were news channels, as far as I knew. It always just seemed like the news. So couple nights with the TV, everything was fine. And then probably on the 3rd or 4th night of having the TV, I was in a dead sleep, and I wake up because mass, like Catholic mass music is blaring on this TV, on a channel I did not know existed. And it was like a funeral, and they were singing. Now, I did go to Catholic school, and I'm not super familiar with Catholicism, but so I don't know like what they were saying, but it was like, like the repetitive, like monotone little things, but it was blaring. I did not know this TV got that loud. So I get up, and I'm like trying to turn it down. I'm trying to turn it down, and it's not turning down. It's not turning down. I'm like, what is going on? And then boom, the TV just shuts off. I got the sickest feeling in my stomach. It really didn't sit right with me. I was like, what in the world was that? Sorry, I get anxious talking about this. But I told my parents in the morning, and they were like, what's an old TV? Like, it's going to do weird stuff. So I'm like, okay. That situation ended up happening until I finally just got rid of that TV for good. It happened for months. I would just wake up randomly, and that station would be blaring. I could never find that station. When I would try to go through the channels, so there was like 4 of them. Like I said, there was like 3 or 4 of them. I couldn't find that channel. But somehow, right around 3 a.m., every single night, it would blare. Unsure. But I chalked it up to, it's an old TV. Next situation that I remember happening all the time. Now, remember, this was like 2007, 2008, so we still use stereos. And I had a big stereo, and to turn the volume up and down on it, you literally had to turn a knob on the front of it. That's the only way you could turn it up and down. And I would be getting ready and have my stereo on, and it would just start to blare. Then it would just go way down. Then it would blare. Then it would go way down. Then it would be back to normal. And I didn't think much about it the first few times that it happened. And then I looked back the one time, and I didn't see